Hey, welcome to Hooked on Linux. Today we are going to install and use KDE Connect on a Cinnamon desktop. And so congratulations. Up until this time, I think KDE was pretty much restricted to Plasma desktops. But if you don't want to run the Plasma desktop and you like your Cinnamon desktop, you can. You can use and enjoy KDE Connect. First thing we're going to do is grab your phone. I use an Android phone, but I think you can use your iOS or whatever kind of phone with the, and you can go on and download it. So basically, I just go on Google Play Store. There it is. Click on that Play Store, and I'm going to keep going here. KDE Connect. We're going to find KDE Connect, and we're just going to install it right there. And it's going to do its thing. And when it's done, I'm going to open it. Come on, be done. Open. And it says I don't have anything. Okay. So let's go down here and open up our software manager. And I'm just going to just type it in because we know what it is. KDE Connect. And there it is. And there's the KDE Connect is right here. I'm going to click on it. And there's the system packages all there. Now, I'm doing this through the software manager. You can also do it on terminal, but why would you? If you're doing this on terminal, there's more than one package that you have to know exists and install. And for us non-techie guys, this is the best, easiest, and fastest way to do it because it's going to tell you you need this additional software and you can continue to install that. So and we're going to just let it go. And also, you're going to have to get your phone out if that's the device that you want to connect to, or whatever device you want to connect to. Android is always the easiest and first, but I think now it's available on Apple, Android, and all these other platforms. KDE is connected there. Awesome. Let's shut that down. I'll show you how we do this. Okay, I'm going to attempt to do this in real time. Stop me if I get lost here. I'm going to just I'm going to find the KDE that we just downloaded and installed, and it should be here under Internet. There's KDE Connect, KDE Connect Indicator, and KDE Connect SMS. So if I put in KDE Connect here, just click on it, it's going to oh, it already found my phone. Already found my phone. I'm going to try and do this. So I have to click on two things. I have to click on this, and then I have to click on my cell phone and then say start pairing. And then it says pairing requested, pair request accepted. And I have to accept it there. No, it already did automatically. This is a challenge. I'm trying to show you both things happening all at once. So let's just start up here at the top. It says I'm connected to my Galaxy phone, and it'll say whatever phone you have is what they're going to connect to. And it's a multimedia control. I don't have any players available, which means that I don't know what that means. It means that I'm not connected to any multimedia players. So there's no controlling that. There is a remote input here. And if I click remote input on my phone, you'll see that it becomes a mouse that is connected. So if you see here, I'm actually looking at my phone, and it's a mouse pad. Well, you can see it on the screen. And so I'm moving around there with the mouse pad, and I'm able to click on all kinds of things here. I can, if I want, I can go down here and click on my browser. Let's make my browser go. Whoops, wrong button. This button makes it difficult. I'm operating with my left hand. So it's going to open up. I could have put a virtual keyboard in there. To be honest, I think so. Right? And that's kind of cool. So let's get out of that. I'm still using the mousey clicker thing. So that's remote act control. We can do that. And when we back out of it on the phone, so we can back out of it. Let's go back. So if we back out of it here, and I'm going to still use my phone to show you. Okay. So that you can see everything. I don't know if you can see, but I'm using this. So I can hover over the remote control here. I can back out of it here. But as long as I'm on this screen still, I can use it to do all different kinds of things. It also turns your phone into a presentation remote for your, because you know what you do, your laptop, and you know these guys, they do the fancy presentations for corporations and stuff, and you can do that, and you can go next slide, previous slide, enable full screen there, all kinds of stuff, and then get back out of it. Lock. I'm not quite sure what the lock does. Not sure. Find device. I thought this was retarded. I really did. I thought, why would anybody lose their phone? I don't lose my phone. So there's an upside and downside. Let's do find your phone. Found it. This is crazy, right? And that's all it does. That's all it does. One catch is that you both your phone and your computer have to be on the same network, right? So that's kind of cool. Um, and so here now, if I back out of remote input on my device, I no longer have that. I got to go back to my keyboard usage. There's run command is there. And then the run command is, and you can set these up, right? So you can set up certain commands, and edit button down here on the bottom. See it? That's what we're going to play. Add a command, and we can add the command all over. See, it just showed up here, and so we can add a command to run a program, start a program. And this is useful if you want to set up your computer as a media center, or if you're using it as part of a network video system, or any number of things where you need remote access on the same network. So that's a pretty handy feature. Get out of there. Get out of there. And get out of there. That's it. So that was the run command. I'm not really familiar with doing that kind of stuff because I never had reason to set it up. In years past, I've used the remote desktop feature to connect phone to desktop when I was using a laptop as a media center. And that's the only experience I've ever had with this kind of stuff. So that's it. And so here we can copy stuff to our clipboard and send it. So I'll give you an example. Let me open up a document. So let's just open up a document here. I'll open up whatever this one is. It's whatever it is. I don't know. And this is some document that somebody wrote that I downloaded. And let's say I want to highlight something. And I can copy that to the clipboard, right? And then down, and then send clipboard. I wonder now if I can go to my notepad. Did it copy it? Not. Let's see. I'm gonna add something here. Add a note. And paste. And it just copied the clipboard contents of my computer and sent it to my phone. Boy, is that easy. That's easy. Well, I'm very impressed. That blows my mind because there's so many times I want to do that. And the thing is here, I can also do it in reverse, right? Where I could send files here. I can take a file, any file I want, right? What do I got here? There's a screenshot. I'm just going to send it. And if I sent it there, where would it end up? So let's have a look here. Downloads, maybe. There it is, right on the very top in my download screen, right in my download folder. It's right there. I'm like, that's awesome. Okay, I'm starting to get really impressed here. Volume control is the only thing I got left here, right? Yeah. Yeah. And the volume control, I guess I got to set that up somewhere, right? Multimedia control. I don't know how to set that up. Anyway, this is something that you guys have, once you figure it out, you figure it out. But you can see, it took no effort to set this up. So I'm really impressed by all this. And lastly, I've got your attention, we're going to go back over here to the internet, and here it says, and here's a KDE Connect SMS, and there it is there. So we can search and start a conversation. I'm not sure how this is all set up. So when I get a message on my SMS, it'll show up here. You guys will figure that out in a heartbeat. And that's my adventure setting up a KDE Connect on a Cinnamon desktop. I'm pretty impressed. I kind of like it, and I think I'm going to mess around with this some more. If you guys have had any experience with this, let me know how it works. Does it work on other desktops like Mate, GNOME, or what have you? Let me know what you guys find, and thanks for hanging out with me today. If you like this content, please subscribe, like, and share with your friends. That's all I got to say about this. Talk to you soon.